Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Star Rail. Last time we just finished the puzzle of the Matrix Prescience, and this time we're going to talk to Kafka. So let's just get into it. Alright, we're here. Let's go talk to Fushwan. Last time we just left off at it.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the Matrix of Prescience symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Yes, we are. Let's go meet her finally. In the flesh.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
Here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with Stellaron, but you. It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Alright, let's go ask our mother, technically. Mother Kafka.
If there are questions you want Kafka to answer, now's the time. Then go. We'll stand guard.
Alright, let's march maybe.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again.
Oh no, I'm already fooled, March. I'm rolling for her when she comes.
I'm the queen of vigilance, thank you very much. I don't trust anyone except Don Heng, Mr. Yang, Himeko, and you.
Alright, I'm pretty sure every player is gonna pull for her. Like, she's the main goal.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Her voice actor is really amazing.
Concerned
I
about
absolutely
me?
love that voice.
I'm fine. The Xianzhou is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Xianzhou's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Xianzhou. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work.
That artwork is
There is
amazing.
only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Alright, first things first, I'm really excited for what's coming in the future. because that build up was amazing, and I just want to know what happens in the end. I want to fight Nanook right now.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Alright, we're controlling Dan Heng now. Oh, Locha's story. It's kind of funny because right now when I'm recording this, his banner is up, and I've seen many people get him, including a few friends of mine. So, that's pretty good. His story now, so you can't use his alt in this. Anyways, the thing is Kafka is like the Kafka part. I'm shocked because I don't know what to expect going ahead. It's gonna be fun. Like, I can feel that the story is going to take a massive turn,
Wanna see what I can do?
and I'm just stoked for it. Right now, I think we have completed the Xianzhou storyline, so I think version 1.2 would have more of it. I'm just assuming. There's no confirmation or anything because we have to wait for the live stream program, but that's what I'm thinking. 1.2 would probably have the conclusion arc and maybe an epilogue or so. Who knows?
Fighting is meaningless.
We're getting Kafka in that banner, so that's gonna be amazing. I love that chicken. Sushang is amazing. I don't have a leveled up though. Actually, leveling up characters is a lot of it's difficult. Like only today I got Bronya,
Life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
I could only raise her to level 44, I think, before I went broke on my fuel capacity. I mean, it's just tough. But
Struck.
what
like
I feel
someone's
is that you
hurt.
should focus on traces.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Okay, there's probably someone here. Oh, we gotta save someone.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
You know, Sushang is really cute. I like her dialogue, I like her personality. She's just
Wanna see what I can
insanely
do?
cute. As I was talking about, I got Bronya today, and since I have Yukong also, so I'm currently, I'll have to farm for harmony traces. And man, that traces are so tough to level up. Like, I find them more
Eternal
annoying
sleep.
than relics, because relics, while they matter,
I've
I
no
haven't
interest in conflict.
seen that much of a difference as much as
The
traces
truth
make.
of life and death. The sanctuary
Maybe that's
is but a vision.
because I have all my basic relics, like the default relic on every character. So that I think kind of works on everyone.
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Curious. How... What kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wingspan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
I actually like her design a lot. I'm just hoping she becomes playable one day because she's got that unique look to her. So I'm assuming every NPC that has a unique look could become playable someday.
I've never seen anything like it.
Although we have Senora and Genshin, so that makes me cry till this day because I was so hyped for playable Senora. Because I was just new to the game, so I wanted a playable Senora.
Even Eons can be killed. Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Xipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Xianzhou Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Okay, that cutscene was something. And we're at the end of this part. I'm stoked for what's gonna happen. Next part's probably gonna be us investigating why that tree suddenly came out of nowhere. I mean, I have no idea. And even at this point, after completing the story, I have no idea because the Xianzhou storyline isn't complete. So, I mean, next part, we'll just see what goes. Till then, have a great day, stay safe. And thanks for your support. It really means a lot to me. Goodbye.